Yo, what's going on everyone? So we are pretty much just under 1 month away from the new Mansions DLC dropping in GTA 5 Online, and just today we finally got the 3 new mission teasers for that DLC. That's right, with this DLC, Rockstar will be giving us 3 new mission teasers to complete before that DLC actually comes out, and on top of that we also have 2 new map changes. Which completing all 3 of these new listing missions will unlock you $2 million off all PERICO luxury real estate listings, a $1 million cash bonus, and also a Rockstar Games Varsity Crew neck sweater. Just make sure you complete them before December 7th in order to unlock all 3 of these. Alright, so getting things started, what you first want to do is open up your pause menu and look for this exact icon on the map. It is called the PERICO Luxury Real Estate. It's located over here at the Devon Weston Mansion, so once over here, all you want to do is go on top of the yellow circle to click right D-pad to start the first mission, which is called Due Diligence. This mission is very easy, there's no need for me to even go over it. You are just going over to a road just up the street, and then once up that road, you'll see an area with gas canisters. First, stop at that area to pick up the gas canisters. Once you got them, then go over to the mansion, which once at the mansion, you want to immediately start fighting all of the people there, which once you do and take all of them out, you'll then want to go on top of the roof to drop the gas canisters inside of the air vents. Once you did that, all of the enemies inside the mansion should now come out, so once they come out, take all of them out, and after we can then get back inside of our vehicle to then leave the area. Which once you left the area, boom, that is how you complete the first mission. Also, keep in mind, this current week of the new listing missions being released, they are paying double money plus double RP. Alright, so getting into the second new listing mission, this one will be at a new location after you complete the first one over here in La Mesa. So once over here, once again, go on top of the yellow circle to click right D-pad to begin the fixes and fittings mission. Which this mission is really easy. All we are doing is going over to a construction site, which once at that construction site, we then need to look for some materials to steal. Starting off with the tools, these are really easy to find. We need to look for 4 of them. 2 of them will be in this underground section I'm in right now, and the other 2 will be just across from here in the other underground section. Just make sure the entire time you are trying to steal these weapons that you are very careful, because there will be a whole bunch of armed guards guarding those tools. Anyway, after you stole all 4 of the tools, as I did here in both underground sections, we can now make our way over to the top of the construction site where there is going to be a truck we can get inside of. Once inside the truck, I now would recommend to hover over your snacks, and then once hovering over your snacks, you want to spam them this entire time once you are losing health, that way we don't get taken out. But from here, simply drive where I'm going here in front of me, where we can now start reversing to then hook it up against these materials right behind us. And as I said, this is why we are hovering over the snacks, because the entire time we are trying to hook up the materials to this truck, we are going to be getting blasted a whole bunch of times. Anyway though, once you hooked up the materials to your truck, we can now deliver these over to the drop-off, which once over at the drop-off, we are then completely done doing this mission. Just make sure you make it over to the drop-off with the materials health almost all the way full and not too low. And boom, just like that, once you deliver the materials over to the drop-off, we are now completely done doing this new listing mission, which once you finish it, you'll see this is why I said to deliver it with a high amount of health for your materials. Because if the materials health was pretty high, you'll actually get a delivery bonus on top of the original payment. Alright, so getting into the third and final new listing mission, this one is called Hard Deadlines, which is at a new location once again over here at the Elysian Island. So once over here at this location, once again you want to go on top of the yellow circle to click right D-pad to begin this mission. Which this mission is definitely the easiest out of all 3. All we are first doing is going over to the Elysian Island, which once over there we then need to destroy some construction equipment, which they want us to do without using any firearms or explosives. So to do this the easiest way possible, you want to come over here to where this bulldozer is at and then get inside. Once inside the bulldozer, all we need to do is use this vehicle to launch off all of these construction equipment into the ocean. Which is pretty easy, but it will take you a little bit of time and patience. Anyway though, after you pushed all the equipment into the ocean and destroyed it all, we can then start intimidating the foremen, which there will be a total of 3, and they are so easy to intimidate. All you want to do is go up to all 3 and then shoot your gun next to them, that way they get intimidated. After that, we are literally completely done doing this mission. All we need to do from here is lose the cops and then leave the area, which once we leave the area, we are then completely done doing this third and final new listing mission. And yeah, once you finished all 3 of those new listing missions, you'll complete the gold tier, which will get you $2 million off all Pricks Luxury real estate listings, a $1 million cash bonus, and also the Rockstar Games Varsity Crew neck sweater. And that brings me to my next topic, because there is 2 new map changes, because as you know, there will be a whole bunch of new mansions coming to the game, and with this $2 million off that we are going to be getting with this bonus that we just unlocked, I'm going to be guessing these mansions will definitely be pretty expensive, like over $10 million each. And in case you don't know, like I said, there are 2 map changes that they did make to Los Santos. The first one will be located here, really close to where the casino is at, pretty much right in front of where the Vinewood sign is at. But once you come over here, you'll see the construction site right here appeared now, which, as you know, there wasn't construction here at all, but there is now construction, because once the DLC drops, there's going to be a new mansion property here at this location. The next location where there is construction is going to be over here next to Minnie Madrazo's mansion. As you can see, this construction site is a little bit smaller. Nonetheless though, this construction wasn't here before, so once the DLC drops, once again, there will be a new property at this location, which is pretty cool. Anyway, that's now going to be the end of today's video. You now know the best way to complete all 3 of the new listing missions, and also how to get those new bonuses once the DLC ends up dropping. If you went on to enjoy, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like. But until next time, I will see you all in my very next money method video dropping this Friday. Peace.